Yo, 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 what is up, Auburn fans? How are we doing on this Thursday evening? This is the live episode number 68. Wow, doesn't seem like that many, but we're here, and it might be shocking news to some, but not really, if we're being honest. But Xavier Atkins drops the bomb yesterday on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it. And he says, "Hey, I'm coming back. Let's run it back." Now, the reason I might not find it to be a surprise is because after the Iron Bowl, he was asked, "Hey, what are your plans for next year? Do you want to come back?" And he was like, "I plan on it. I want to be here." And then you saw the love for DJ Durkin that he expressed on Twitter, right? You saw the love, the meme of Lil Durk and all that. Like, I feel like a lot of these defensive guys do love DJ Durkin. Now, some wonder why are some of these cats entering the portal? And I don't think that's a DJ Durkin thing. I think some of these guys are looking at different opportunities and different places, and that's okay, right? But I don't think it has anything to do with DJ Durkin, and I don't think it has anything to do with this staff evaluating them and saying, "Yeah, we don't really care for you. Get out, get out of here." Um, but with Debo Atkins, this is a cat that stepped in at Auburn, transferred from LSU, stepped in at Auburn, and took Auburn by storm. I mean, he come in right away and immediately was an impact in a room where we had a lot of questions. Like, yes, we had Robert Woodyard, who had been here, I believe, for 2 years, and we were waiting for him to step up. He'd come off a knee injury out of high school, and we just didn't know. And then you have guys like Wheatland who transfer in, and there's some hype around him, but you didn't know, and then that didn't pan out. And you have the freshmen come in and like Elijah Melendez, but you were like, well, how much is a true freshman gonna play? Like, we just didn't know. We didn't know. And then you had the DJ Barber incident. Like, you just had no idea what was gonna happen at linebacker for Auburn. You were questioning everything in that room, from starters to depth. And now I go back and I talk to my LSU buddy, and he tells me every time, he's like, "Dude, I can't believe we let him get away. I can't believe he is not in Baton Rouge. Like, it's so painful to watch this All American linebacker go from LSU to a rival in Auburn in the SEC, and he's balling out like every LSU fan thought he would." And he was like, "Kudos, Brian Kelly. Great job, man. Like, another failure of yours at LSU." He tells me all the time. Watching Debo Atkins, the plays that he made. He was always in the backfield, always on a big stop for Auburn, always making a big play. Obviously, the biggest play was his pick against Texas A&M. And, Auburn scored on that drive, but let's be honest, without Debo's pick, Auburn doesn't score. Auburn doesn't get in the end zone on the road in College Station at Kyle Field without him. That was his 6 points. He got tackled at the 2. Jackson Arnold ran it in. That wasn't Auburn's offense. That wasn't their touchdown. He was just impactful. All right. Yeah, he was always around the ball. You remember that day he made life miserable for Marcel Reed. He made life miserable for him. And he did for hell every other quarterback in the Southeastern Conference. He was just that dang good, right? And so, this is one of the things where I'm going to step off of just focusing in on Xavier Atkins real quick, because I feel like Auburn fans right now are like, oh man, why did this guy leave? Why is he leaving? Okay, but this is a perfect example where Xavier Atkins, we knew he was talented. We didn't know a whole lot about him. It wasn't there at LSU. Like, he was looking for a fresh start. So these cats that are up and they're leaving, well, look at what we found in Xavier Atkins. So I wouldn't go so far as panic mode, Auburn fans, because all this coaching staff has to do is go out and evaluate talent, watch tape, and they can say, okay, well, there's our next Debo. Let's get this kid on campus. Because I guarantee you, not many, I'm not going to say any, but not many Auburn fans thought Xavier Atkins, when he come from LSU out of the portal last season, not many thought he was going to do what he did this past season. Not many, if any at all. All right. That's just simple and plain. Don't panic at what's going on. You can find guys in the portal. Do I think you find a lot of guys in the portal? No. But they're out there. They're out there. So I do want to get back on Debo real quick. I wanted to make that point because I feel like during the season, it was burn it all down, start over from scratch. We went 5-7. We haven't had a winning season since 2019 or 2020. Just get rid of everybody. And now when somebody leaves, it's, oh my God, like why are we losing this guy? Why are we losing this guy? And I'm like, don't panic, man. These cats are out there. You just got to get on the trail and find them. You just got to get on the trail and find them. And I think Debo, I think he fell in love with Auburn. All right. Because another thing that's going on in college football right now is guys like himself, he goes and has an All-American type year. And then he says, well, I'm at Auburn. We just went 5-7. Maybe I dip out of here and go to Ohio State and go get a $2 million bag or something like that. That's just the nature of college football right now. He could have said, hey, look, I just had an All-American year at Auburn. I'm going to go up here to Nike in Oregon, and I'm going to go collect the check. And then I'm going to go to the NFL draft. So I think he fell in love with Auburn, the place, the town, the Saturday nights in Jordan-Hare. Also, DJ Durkin being his right-hand man. That's why I don't understand some of these cats leaving. And I'm told in the comment section that it's not about money. That I'll leave it at that. It is what it is. I don't know what else it could be about. But I still think this Auburn defense is going to be really, really good. Really good. And hopefully Alex Golish can have that offense humming a little bit, and you can score more than 3 points against Kentucky. You can actually put a competent offense on the field at Kyle Field, and maybe Alex Golish can, maybe he can go on the road and win a game, unlike Hugh could. So I really like that Debo's coming back. I think he is the captain. I think he's the leader. I think he is the voice for the Auburn Tigers on the defensive side of the ball. And like I said, I think he just fell in love with Auburn, and I think he fell in love with his defensive coordinator. And I think they have chemistry there. And I just don't think it was one of these, I'm all about money, I'm going to get out of here, I'm going to go to Ohio State and compete for a national championship. It really, really feels like he is bought in, and these guys that are coming back, they feel the same way. I know when I talked to some former players at the Senior Bowl, I told y'all about Jalen. Like when I talk to a lot of dudes, they're always talking about, man, it's just Auburn. It's just Auburn. Like something about Auburn. And we want to get Auburn back to winning. We want to get Auburn back to winning. Like Jeremiah Cobb, I'm so proud of him because last year, you saw the stuff on Instagram, and it didn't seem like he was very happy, and he was kind of flirting like, people thought he might leave. And then this year he breaks out. I told you from the beginning that he was a star. Okay, I've always been a big fan of Jeremiah Cobb. He gets on Instagram, says he's coming back. Like, there's been Amaris Williams get on IG Live. People were in the chat. They said, Amaris, who's been questionable about returning, said, I'm War Eagle. Let's run it back. And then ended the live. New Boy Fagans said, I'm Auburn till I die. Like, if these cats buy in, if a Jay Crawford can pull his name out of the portal and buy in to this defense and what DJ Durkin is putting out there, this Auburn defense is national championship caliber. And there's no other way around it. They're that good. I really feel bad for them because their offense was so bad. Their offense was so putrid last year that Vanderbilt goes out and hangs up, 45 on them, and everybody's like, oh, that defense ain't what we thought it was. And I'm like, no, here's the thing, all right? They're a hell of a defense, but they had 1 week. They had 1 week against one of the best offenses in the country where they struggled. Vandy spread you out, and they let Pavia go to work. They let Stowers go to work. And Auburn couldn't adjust. So you had 1 week where you let the football program down. And everybody's like, yeah, that defense, it eventually break. But damn, I'll be honest with you, I'm surprised it lasted that long. That's why I feel bad for them, because I feel like their numbers weren't as bad as what they looked on paper at times. Yeah, I have conversations with some people like, yeah, but they gave up a lot of yards. I'm like, you would too if you were on the field. If you were on the field for 3 out of 4 quarters of the game, you would give up a lot of yards too. I mean, it's just give me some points. Just give me some points. That's all we're asking for as Auburn fans. Coach Golish, give us some points, baby. They didn't give up more than 24 points until week 11. Week 10, whatever it was. The Vandy game. Like, come on. National championship caliber. All you got to do is put a quarterback out there, an offense that can get you over that number, man, that can average more than, what did Auburn average? What's the exact number? Anybody got it in front of them? I know it wasn't much. And it was really inflated because of like Mercer and Baylor. Look up SEC offensive average. It was pitiful. But man, shout out to Debo. Shout out to Debo. He had 84 tackles on the year, 17 TFLs. That's insane. That's insane, man. And throw in 9 sacks, man. My guy was in the backfield nonstop. And I really feel like, one thing that made him pop, too, with Auburn fans is we've been missing that guy. We've been missing that guy that guy that can go get the quarterback, that guy that can blow a play up. And I'm not talking about Keldrick. I'm talking about that linebacker. I mean, we've had a couple here and there throughout the years, but I'm talking about that hard nose, man, that NFL guy at the next level. Like I know, I know Deshaun and Jacoby and all them. Like they were good. They were really really freaking good. But I am talking about that guy that can go to the next level and that he brings it week in and week out. And that's what excuse me. That's what Debo brings to the table. So I'm glad he's coming back. I think this is huge. We need one more to pop for real after losing Blockton. So, like I said earlier, I I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't. Um, we heard earlier in the week that 2 starters were probably going to declare for the portal, and it happens. I'm not, like I said the other day on Twitter, I'm not going to sit here and pout about somebody who don't want to play for Auburn. We're going to let Coach Golish do his thing. We're going to let him build it his way, and I think that's the way you win games. Let him have full autonomy. Let him go build it his way. And if it's losing somebody that you don't want to lose, oh well, hate it for you. But we got to get guys in here who want to be Auburn Tigers. We got to get guys in here who are not overpaid. We got to get guys in here who want to live up to the payment that they're getting. And so I think that's what's happening right now, is there's being a transformation. And it's just exciting that Xavier Atkins is going to be a part of it in 2026. Let's get over here to the chat, man. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for being in here. Hey, I appreciate the boost in the subs here lately. It's after football season for Auburn, at least, and subs are going crazy. Subs are going crazy. We're almost to 1,000 subs. I think we're like 140 something away or something like that. I can't thank y'all enough. I can't thank y'all enough. I really, really appreciate it. And so just keep it coming. And like I said, share it out. Share the show out. Like the show. It helps it a ton. Give me a shout out on social media if you want. I've really been loving the comment section. Today I could not get in the comment section to save my life. I was trying to, but I'll get off football talk for a second. I've been carrying around an iPhone 13. I've had that thing for like 4 years. Okay. And my battery has gotten to the point where like I can barely do TikTok anymore. Like that's the reason I haven't been on TikTok live. Because my battery it won't hold. And so I have to keep my phone on charge at all times. And so it's tough throughout the day. It's really tough to kind of interact and things because my phone battery dies like so quick. So today, I went into work at 3 a.m. this morning. Got off at 4 o'clock this afternoon. I said, hey, that's enough for me. I'm going home and I'm going to treat myself. And so I went up to my cell phone provider and I traded my 13 in and got the iPhone 17 Pro Max. And it's wild that I didn't know what I was missing. So now I can get back on TikTok. So if you want to follow me there, go give me a shout. It's Blake Lane over on TikTok. And I'll be going live a little bit more often over there too. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to be in that comment section a lot more now. So I try. But let's get back over here in these comments. Miss Karen says, War Damn fam. Auburn Dad says, War Damn Eagle Blake. Man, glad y'all are in here. Miss Connie says, War Eagle, how we doing tonight? How are we doing tonight? Everybody, man, I just love going live. Everybody gets it. Everybody having fun in the chat. He wants more money. Figures. What's up, Brett? War damn, brother. War damn, y'all. What's up, Thomas? How you doing, man? What is this one? Good thing today. Bye bye, Magoo. Look, another thing I wanted to point out is when you see guys like start posting practice clips on TikTok and Twitter and things like that. I could have told you that Towns Magoo was going to hit the portal in the middle of the season, but anytime they start posting things like that, that they're trying to get tape out there and to see if somebody else will take a chance on them, and that's what he did. And look, man, it just didn't work out. He never really lived up to that A-Day performance. He never could. Hell, he could never get the ball off the ground. I mean, it was just bad. And so I wish him well. Hope he performs at a high level wherever he goes, unless he goes inside the SEC or we play him in the college football playoff or something like that. But wish him well. X was our best player for sure. I listened to Charlie 5 this morning, and I'll be honest with you. You know, like he said, if you want to push back about Cam Coleman, I get it, but I think Xavier was a little bit more impactful throughout the season. Like, I think Cam had some drops, the fumble in the Iron Bowl, and he's a great player, don't get me wrong, but we knew what we were getting with Cam Coleman, right? Like, we knew we were getting a top 15 pick next season, but we didn't know what we were getting with Xavier. And he took it 10 times further than what we thought. So I agree 100%. I think he's the guy. I said it earlier. He's the voice in the locker room. He's the voice in the locker room. War damn Eagle fam. I hated to lose Malik Blockton. He was my favorite player. He was a damn good player too. It is what it is. That's the new age of college football, y'all. It's the new age of college football where, like I said, Mario Craver got a contract extension. Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about in college football that you get a contract extension? The sport's dead. It's dead. It's toast. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm still going to watch it every Saturday, but don't you miss the trying to chase perfection? And now you're getting 3 lost teams into the college football playoffs, and people are like, "Yeah, well, you added so and so, and you know you're playing just such a tough conference and everything." I'm like, okay, well, let's see here. Georgia only lost 1 game. Texas A&M only lost 1 game. So the BCS would have worked well for them. You know, I mean, you had to strive for perfection back in the day, and now you can lose 3 games and get into the college football playoffs, and eventually it's going to be 16 teams. Then it's probably going to go to 24, and then you're going to have like 8-4 teams in the playoffs. I miss the strive for perfection, man. I miss, you know, I think it was fine at 4. If anything, it was fine at 4. I think it's just a push for money and greed, and that's it. I trust Golish. Yeah, man. Hey, I'm down with that. I'm down with that. We don't know the numbers But Golish does. That's a great point. That's a great point. 9 sacks, man. What a year. What a year. Incredible. Deuce, Cam, Eric Singleton Jr., Lou, Jay Smith, and Melendez are our must haves. Man, I was talking about Smith today, and I said, one of my buddies in the group chat, um, he's a diehard Auburn fan like myself, and the other guy is too, but he was like, man, we just got to keep like Deuce, Cam, and Eric. And I was like, look, man, one of the biggest people that I think Auburn needs to keep is Jared Smith. Freak of nature. I would hate to lose him. Freak of nature. But I'm with you. Like Melendez, Winters, New Boy, all them that young core of talent. I think we gotta keep that intact. Some of this is a play for more money. We see it every year. Yep, it's a fact, man. That's a fact. It's just the new age of college football. At least Towns is going. He was not good. Daniel, we finally agree on something, brother. I think somebody should clip this. Myself and Daniel Denny agree on something. Incredible. I never thought I'd see the day, Daniel. I really didn't, brother. I really didn't, but I'm glad you're in here. I would find it hard to leave the beautiful ladies of Auburn too, Blake. Whew, I can't comment on that one, Brett. I think you can though. I think you're single. I can't comment on the ladies of Auburn. My wife watches this show, so but have at it, brother. Have at it. That's all you, brother. Winning is everything. That's a fact. Now, hey, I know a lot of people don't want to hear me talk about it, but I always want to talk about him because I have so much respect for him and his passion and the grind that he had. And that was Nick Saban. He said, "Hey, he said I hate losing more than I love winning." All right, that right there. They said that my man got blown out in Santa Clara against Clemson in the national championship. They said they got on the plane and that a light was on and he was on his laptop watching film. And they were like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And he's like, "Watching film, preparing for next year so that crap don't happen again." And they were just mind blown. Like, what? Like winning, man, you got to be addicted to it. You got to love it. You got to have a passion for it. That is what some of these guys didn't have. Not saying all of them, just saying some of them. The only thing I can think of why they're leaving is those 5 and 7 seasons made them lose hope. I think the reason some of them are leaving too is because they're Hugh Freeze guys. They were upset that Hugh got let go and things like that. Like you saw some comments on X being like, "Why are you trying to ruin a good thing?" and all this stuff. Like, get out of here. Get out of here. Until it's official with Amaris, I'm nervous. I know he's homesick. Yeah, I'm pretty nervous with him too. I just I don't know, man. I want him to stay. I know teams are after him. I heard about the homesick thing, but God, that's one I don't want to lose. Imagine if we average 30 points a game. Yeah, right. Muschamp is the new DC at Texas. A solid hire, man. Glad to see old Champ back. Glad to see him back. Can we please score more than 3 points against Kentucky? It's portal season for sure. For sure. Mm. Um. Yeah. The Kentucky game was absolutely embarrassing. I can't believe what I saw at night. Rough. Rough. One of the worst games I've watched. It felt 2012 ish, maybe a little more helpless than that, to be honest. I'm serious. Did you read what I put in the chat? The part of what I wanted to talk to you about. Um, I I didn't. The group chat, Britt. The group chat. Yeah, Miss Karen, we got an iPhone 8. I think this is. I think if I'm pretty sure, the guy in the store told me that at the end of 2026, all phones before the 11 are being shut off. Um, I don't know that for a fact. I just heard them kind of talking about it, and it's just another way for them to make you update your phone. Magoo had tape. Yeah, it wasn't good tape. It wasn't good tape. Um, I like that one. 8-4 mentality will make you a larger playoff. We just got to get to a bowl game, brother. We just got to get. We just got to get to a bowl game. Watch us finish near the top of the portal. Hugh did a great job finishing near the top of the portal, but what's he going to do with that talent? I'm ready to see what Golish can do. I'm not worried about him bringing cats in here. I want to see him coach, and I'm excited about everything he's been saying. I'm excited about the way he carries himself. Also, we have an offensive lineman named Bear. Yeah, good things being said about him. I really feel like he should have been here from the beginning and not at Michigan. But it is what it is. I get it. I understand it. But being talked about really, really highly, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. Maybe he could come in and make an impact right away. You kind of saw Kel Ellis get thrown into the fire this year. Towards the end, it kind of didn't work out a little bit, but he got some action, right? That could be big time for next year. Jaheim White from West Virginia is going to be a speed back for us. I hope that they can get him. I think Auburn sits in a good spot, especially with the hire that you just made. You should sit in a good spot. So hopefully they can get him. Cobb needs some. I think him and Mabson are going to be. I don't think Mabson leaves, but I think they're going to be a dynamic backfield. But I would like to see that little change of pace in there with Jaheim White. So I guess it's time for a new phone. I'll check the group chat, Brett. I'll check it, man. I haven't checked it in a minute. So I'll make sure to do that as soon as I get off here. So that's it for tonight, y'all. Debo's back. Big things for 2026. Hopefully a couple more, especially with the Malik Blockton news coming out that he's hitting the portal. Hopefully some more kind of jump on the train and say, hey, we're back. Hopefully Cam Coleman hits soon. Would love to see that. Would love to see 8 back at Auburn University. So share the live out on social media if you can. Get in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about Debo. And just let me know how you feel about some of the guys entering the portal. Let me know who you want to come back to Auburn. So that being said, I will catch y'all. It's Thursday. Let's probably shoot for Sunday. If something breaks, I'll make sure to get in here and we can talk about it. But if nothing breaks, nothing, massive, see y'all Sunday. So love y'all. War Damn Eagle till I die. And I'll see y'all soon. I'm out.